Have you ever watched everything you built disappear in a single day, and no one could tell you why? There is a man in Scripture who lost more in one day than most people lose in a lifetime. His name is Job. He was not careless. He was not unfaithful. He was, by God's own words, the most blameless man alive, and still, everything was taken. But this was never a story about punishment. Before Job lost a single thing, a conversation happened in heaven that he never heard. God was not looking away. God was watching closer than Job could have imagined. Job had everything: 7 sons and 3 daughters, thousands of sheep, camels, oxen, and donkeys, servants beyond counting. He was the greatest man in all the East. And in a single day, it all came apart. A messenger ran to him, breathless. Raiders struck the oxen and donkeys and killed the servants. While he was still speaking, a second messenger arrived. Fire fell from the sky and burned up the sheep. While he was still speaking, a third messenger arrived. Raiders struck the camels and killed more servants. While he was still speaking, a fourth messenger arrived. A mighty wind struck the house where his children were feasting together, and it collapsed. All 10 of his children were gone. 4 messengers, one after another, before he could even process the last. Everything he had built across a lifetime erased in a single afternoon. Job stood up, tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell to the ground, not in anger, in worship. "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart," he said. "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away." Then sores broke out across his body, head to foot. His wife told him to curse God and die. His friends sat with him for 7 days and said nothing, because his suffering was too great for words. His friends came and sat with him, and then they turned on him. They insisted he must have sinned, that his pain had to be punishment. Job refused to accept that lie. Again and again, he demanded an answer from God directly, even while he was still suffering. And that was the point. God was not testing whether Job would stay silent. God was making room for a faith that could hold both trust and honest pain at the same time. Job never got the explanation he demanded. Instead, God answered from a whirlwind, asking Job question after question about the wonders of creation, things far beyond his understanding. And in that moment, Job didn't need an answer anymore. He needed a bigger God. Job 19:25. "I know that my Redeemer lives." If you have cried out and heard nothing back, you are not the only one. Job cried out too, into silence for a long time. But silence was never the same as absence. You are still seen even now, and you are not alone in this. Job had heard of God, but now his eyes had seen him. He humbled himself and prayed for his 3 friends. And when he did, the Lord restored everything he had lost. His wife stood beside him once more. In time, God blessed them with a new family, new sons, new daughters, to fill their home with laughter again. His home rose again from the ruins. His flocks returned, doubled. Thousands of sheep, thousands of camels, more than he had before. His brothers and sisters came home. Everyone who once knew him sat at his table again and comforted him. The Lord gave him twice as much as before, and Job lived 140 more years, long enough to see his children's children, 4 generations deep. If this reached you today, stay with us. There is more.